Welcome, welcome. I am QXM and this is XCOM Enemy Within. I wanted to revisit this game. It's been a while since I played it. It's been out. It's not irrelevant. It's a really good game, and I've enjoyed all of the games in this series. And it has a lot of nostalgia for me, and we'll go into that later. But I wanted to revisit the game and bring you guys along with me. I think there's going to be some really good viewer content in that I'm going to add a twist, and I'm going to rename my guys. And by guys, I mean the soldiers in this game. You can give the soldiers names, you can color their armor, and you can watch them progress. And if you're like me, it's really painful. You get really attached to your people. And I really don't like them to die. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen, and I'm already regretting it, and I'm already worried about it. But I think that'll add some intrigue and be some excitement for the viewers in seeing some of these characters develop. And I'm going to go with a theme I had previously when I played the game the first time, in that I'm going to name a lot of my characters after a common well, I don't want to say that they're common, but after YouTubers and streamers that I'm familiar with. I don't know them personally, but that I've heard of. In some cases, I don't even know what's on their channel. I've just heard of them, or they've interacted with people that I've watched, so I'm familiar with them a little bit. But it'll be fun to see how some of them turn out. Who's the GOAT? Who's the hero? And who can't hit the broadside of a barn. That's always been a fun part of the game for me, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. But let's get into the game. Let's see. Let's enable the tutorials, and that's fine. Full disclosure here, and I do have like the subtitles on so you can hear things, and I have the game turned down quite a bit because I'm probably going to be talking. I've made some mistakes. Some mistakes were made in that I've actually played this tutorial like 6 times or more in the last 24 hours. I came up with the idea a couple days ago because I wanted to replay the game, and I was like, why don't I just go ahead and do a series on it? And when I came up with the idea of adding the YouTubers, I thought that would be a unique twist. I enjoyed it. I actually did that before, the first time I played through, and maybe we'll someday, depending on how the series goes, we'll go back and we'll revisit that save. I don't want to do it right now, and I haven't looked at it because I want these characters to develop in their own way. I don't want to copy what I did before. But as far as replaying the tutorials and mistakes, I I played the wrong game. It's called XCOM Enemy Unknown in Steam, and that's what I started playing. But I couldn't figure out how to change the armor, and I thought you could change the sex of the characters and what country they were from, and that turned out not to be the case. And it turned out I was just playing the wrong version. And eventually I switched to Enemy Within, which is what we're watching, and quickly discovered that is definitely the game we want to be playing. Because I want the mechs, and I want the cybernetic implants and stuff, or the gene implants. But I have the subtitles on, so you should be able to read, and I've checked the levels, and we should be good to go. So I can talk over some of this stuff a little bit. I did want to include the tutorial simply because I want to have a common spot. This is what I played the first time I played the game, and I kind of want to revisit that. And in addition, what I'll also do is I'll try to add something interesting about myself into each video. Something I haven't talked about before, so that you can get to know me as a YouTube or a content creator, in case you are watching me on Twitch or found me on Twitch. But
That was the last transmission, sir.
Patch me through to Voodoo 3-1.
now that one girl sounded French, but I think the researcher is German. But anyway, as far as me replaying it wasn't just the game. I also, the game locked up on me once, and I just finished like an hour and 40 minutes of recording, and I got so into the game and talking, I totally lost track of time, and when I went to go check the video, it was an hour and a half long. I can't put out an hour and a half video. Nobody's going to watch it. So I'm redoing it. I was kind of wondering why I'd run out of things to talk about. But, you know, now it makes sense. I got into the game, and that's easy for me. I get into playing games and, you know, for hours and hours and hours and get into them and don't want to quit. And I was enjoying myself. So we are trying again, and we will try to keep better track of the time. I was hoping that I could get through the tutorial all in one video, but that's not going to be the case. Even in an hour and a half, I didn't get through the initial tutorial. So I've done all of this several times, but we will go through it again, just in case nobody's seen the game, or if you want to purchase the game and we have a common starting point, as well as I know that I played the tutorial the first time, so I kind of want to revisit that, and I'll talk about that in another video.
Delta 2, your turn. Move up to the debris.
So we will try not to make mistakes this time, and I hope I don't repeat myself, because again, I just recorded this.
Full cover straight ahead. Advance to the
But yeah, that's me. Can be a little bit derpy and a little bit absent-minded. I'll try to keep better view of the time and get moving. But what I am going to do is I'm going to record as much of this tutorial as I can in one sitting,
proceed to the next vehicle for a better vantage point.
and then we will move on from there and see how the series goes. But I do plan on doing at least a dozen or so episodes, so you don't have to worry about me doing a couple episodes and disappearing, because that's not going to happen. Hopefully it goes over well and people enjoy it, and getting to know me a little bit too. Again, I'll try to add something a little different into each video about myself. And when we get a little farther into the game, we'll let more of the game take over and the gameplay and the characters as they have started to develop. But right now, we've got all generic guys. We've got the red shirt Star Trek guys that don't have a last name, that don't always make it through the episode. I did have some stuttering, so it'll be interesting to see if that happened. The first time the guy in the green sweater talked, there was a little stuttering in the first video.
And remember, stay in cover.
But I guess as far as something interesting about me, I guess we could talk about some of the nostalgia for me. I guess we'll start with the early version, the most recent, the first playthrough that I had. The first playthrough that I had when this was going on, I was watching a group of YouTubers, the Minecraft guys, and was really enjoying them, and that's why I came up with the idea of naming these characters and soldiers after YouTubers that other people might be familiar with, or Twitch streamers, or people in the industry. There'll be a couple other people that we'll add in, just because I can't think of, especially the females. It's a little hard for me to match up some of the females with people. And if you're a YouTuber, I'm so sorry. There's no malcontent or nothing personal. If you end up being a female from some country you've never heard of in pink armor, it's just the way it plays out. It's nothing personal. I think that'll be kind of fun. But anyway, going back to what I was doing when this game first came out, I was really enjoying the Minecraft guys, and that's actually why I stopped playing the game, was because the wheels were starting to come off, and I just couldn't stand losing all my guys. I definitely had a B00 character. I had an Androzil character. I'm sure I had a Doc and a generic character. Milby and Pyro are probably in there as well. Good, I'm sure, was there. And like I say, I get attached to my guys. Hopefully you will too, and seeing how they progress. But usually in XCOM, I've played, I think, all the games in this series. What usually ends up happening to me is, first, it becomes a money issue in game. I run out of money. I know what needs to be worked on and what needs to be done as far as research, but I end up not having enough money, and then because I don't have money, I can't produce the items that maybe I've researched, but I can't actually get what the research provides me. And then the aliens farly surpass me technologically wise, and I just can't keep up and can't put damage, and I lose equipment and then can't afford to replace the equipment, and then like I said, the wheels start coming off, and it gets painful, and I don't like to watch my guys die. But we'll go as far as we can. And because I haven't completed the game, this should be interesting for me. I did get as far as I remember, I think, some bases, but I didn't go like all the way up the technology tree or anything. And there's so much in this game as far as research and different paths that you can take that it can be played several times over, and it won't be the same experience.
Delta 3. Move in and
But yeah, that was something new. I miss the Minecraft guys. It's something I kind of got to get over. They're probably in a great position business-wise nowadays, but it just feels like some of those guys are more. There's like nothing. Minecraft used to like unite them and be the common thing that most of them played. So you always found them interacting in some way, and they all brought something to the table entertainment-wise for me. And when they interacted, that was the most fun. Because some people I couldn't watch their videos. It wasn't that they were bad or I disliked them or anything. It's just you have favorite guys and you enjoy watching them. But it was always awesome when they interacted together as a unit. Even people that I didn't care for their videos individually. When they were in a group, it was, I think, an awesome thing. And actually, one of my funniest moments where I was physically crying and my body was in pain because of it was actually a Minecraft event when they blew Jenny's house up. He had had a few beers, a few drinks, and he put his house up for sale during a live stream for charity for the kids. And the ensuing shenanigans was, I mean, I was up all night and I was in such pain the next day from it. One of the funniest things I've ever seen, heard, experienced, been a part of. Yeah, and I really miss that interaction. But things move on, and we just have to get over it. You adapt, or you are left behind. But I still enjoy watching all the guys. It just, it's not, for me it doesn't feel the same anymore. Ugh. I didn't know that was going to happen. I swear. Okay.
That's it. You have a clear shot from that position.
Do it, dude. And we just, with the tutorial, we just kind of got to do what they want. You can make some decisions in the tutorial that you know, can affect your game, but you really got to kind of do what they want.
Central, I think that's it. It's over.
Roger that, Delta. Secure the bodies and head back to the Sky Ranger for immediate extraction.
Okay, and I'm going to throw this out there right now. If you enjoy the content and you want to help support me, really the best thing you can do is go ahead and hit that like button and favorite and share so that my channel can be exposed to more people. And if you haven't, subscribe. I need to get my subscribers up so I can get more views, and hopefully we can get better equipment and provide better content for you. I really enjoy this. I've been doing this my whole life, and this is my dream. And right now, that is the best way that you can support me.
What are they?
And hopefully I do my job for you
Whatever they are, they nearly took out a squad of our best soldiers.
and can
We'll
provide
exchange
good
the
entertainment.
doctors. The commander is waiting in mission control.
Their technology is far
Because that's one of the things actually Twitch introduced me to,
Then I'd say
was
I
something that
want
was
some
missing from my
advice,
life and didn't
Doctor.
even realize that it was a thing. I spent so many years of my life in a... Yeah, this guy, there's some stuttering. There's nothing I can do about this. This was the same in the last recording. It won't do this all the time. But I spent so much of my time in a gaming room with friends, drinking beer and, just relaxing. And I didn't realize how much I enjoyed watching other people play games. Fortunately, Twitch has come about, and that's where I really discovered that I was missing that in my life. You would think that playing the games
The soldier is waiting for you.
would be the thing that was the most enjoyable, and it is. Everybody enjoys playing games, but I didn't realize how much I missed watching other people playing games. Okay.
As you know, Commander, every soldier is different. This particular soldier has
Because I spent a good portion of my life watching others,
training along these lines.
and they had good equipment and good the newest hardware and the newest software, and then you could actually sit back and enjoy yourself and relax and watch their gameplay and see and let them struggle with the mechanics and make mistakes, and then you could formulate your own opinion on what's going on and how you would react and how you would play the game, and so that when you got your opportunity, you made the most of it. And I didn't even realize that was a thing that I was missing. And here we go. Here's our first character. He has the potential to be our baller guy. And who are we going to go with? What's his first name? I don't know where that's from, what country that's from, but I got it. We got to, right? We got to. We gotta name him. Pause, unpause. He's pretty good at fighting. Oh, pause. Do it for me, guy. You've got to do it. And we're actually going to give you... I don't know... I'm going to give him red for now, but red reminds me of the Star Trek red suits that are expendable. We might have to change the heavies colors. We might turn them blue. And keep the newbies red, but we'll make that decision later. Here we go. And let's go. And they wanted me to go somewhere and do something. Yes, go to research.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Farlan. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of Xcom's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we
Go,
can
man,
use them
go.
to develop
Do
some
that
new
research.
equipment for our soldiers. With your approval,
Gotta
we
like
will
that
begin
outfit.
research immediately.
Well, yeah, you gotta research. We want the body armor, right? Yes, we're going to pick the body armor, and true to form, I am watching the time, and we're going to end this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to continue on the next one, going through the tutorial. I think it's going to be about 3 episodes, maybe, if it goes true to form. And thanks for watching. I look forward to talking to you in the next episode.